Hello, everybody. I hope you remember me. My name is Ritik, and here I am on my weekly talk. I used to do every day. I used to have a conversation with the camera every single day, but now I have made it to the point where I certainly speak it on the weekends or whenever I feel like I want to talk to somebody, and camera is the best thing that or the only thing that I can open up myself. And because I don't have a lot of friends, so this is the way I can communicate to the entire world. Because I certainly believe that I truly believe that my ideas or anything that I have that comes to me, that has a potential that can reach out to the entire world, and that should be shared with the world, not limited for a certain people, not limited to only two or three people or the friend circle that I live in, or the people that I live with. It should be spreaded. I that comes naturally to me, that comes from the inside, that I have to share the ideas to the entire world. And what is a better way to communicate in front of camera and then upload it to the internet, which is such a fantastic thing. We have grown the technology to such an extent that I can dream about something spectacular that my entire bloodline or the generations haven't even thought of. So this is the power of technology that we are in this day and age. It is most easiest thing that we can do. And yes, let's talk about the things that are relevant. Today's date is 20th June 2026, and the time is 11:49 p.m. because the time that I started was 11:47, and it must be 2 minutes now since I have started talking. So the main thing that I want to talk about is the movie that I watched today. I have watched, as you know, last week I watched Durandar 1, which is, as I said, a fantastic movie that the Indian cinema has produced since a long period of time. So today we are going to talk about the movie that I have watched. I want basically to share the ideas that comes to me, that come to my mind whenever I see a scene. Because after watching Obsession and the reaction of the audience towards Obsession, getting feeling that that's a horror movie, while I never for a single moment of time strike in my head that was a horror movie. I felt that, oh, that's so different from, which is such a large disparity from how people think and how I will look at anything that's given to me or that's being shown to me. So talking about the movie that I watched today is Bombay Talkies. This movie, I had this movie to be watched or to be seen since a long time. Since I don't even know how long I have waited. But it was not a wait. It was just that it was not completely I was not giving myself the chance to go and look into it. That's what I was not doing. I was not making the effort to watch that movie. I was just having a glance. I was just searching. And then, as we know, we are in the era of scrolling, where digital scrolling has become the worst and the worst thing that a human's mind can tolerate, which is I know I am also doing. I do scroll a lot, which is bad thing. The music that we hear is playing with the dopamine, the serotonins that are produced in our brain. It's harming our attention. It is taking the advantage that a human mind has to think, to have the patience. It is taking away from the entire generation, which is such a bad thing. But protecting against that uh, for our own wellness is also our responsibility. We have to be so responsible, so aware that we should not be getting into this scrolling thing. I know I say it, but I don't preach it as the way I'm saying it. I have to be consistently sticking myself to not watch, not scroll, um, not get into the propaganda of all this bizarre or the glamorous thing that the world has created, the advertising industry has created for us. So watching this movie, this Bombay Talkies movie gives me basically why they have did is why did they do this movie. I think that these set of directors, there are around 5 directors including Karan Johar, Zoya Akhtar, Anurag Kashyap. These are prolific directors of Hindi cinema, Hindi movie industry. Basically, they did this movie just to celebrate the contribution of movies to this entire India and celebrate their 100th anniversary, which is a quite largest industry that we can say, but not largest than the hotel business that we have, not largest or not hereditary as the tourist industry that we have, or the business industry that we have, the merchandises that we have, the history that we share. It's not as old as all these important things, which is kind of rare to think that, which is kind of which feels like awakening, because without being substantially without being there substantially for around 400-500 years, but still yet these industries, the glamour industry, basically the Bollywood or the Indian cinema industry, has showcased itself. It has mind washed hundred of individuals. I can say that half of the north, the UP, the Lucknow, and the Allahabad areas people, or the Varanasi people, they have got themselves so much indulged into this industry that they think that everything is a cinema, which is not true. We are here to play our role. I know that, which is not a cinematic role. It's a real life as it faces us every day, as practical as it gets every day. There are human who are I just watched that movie and I felt that advertising is a huge propaganda. Marketing is a huge propaganda. To keep yourself away from these kind of propagandas or these kind of biggest manipulators, if I may use that word, if I pardon me if I have used a bigger word, mm, to express my feeling, but the only thing was influence. Yeah, such a big influential world is that what we can do is we can watch the thing being detached. We have to have the feeling that personal life and the movies that we see are different. The people they work, the people who work in the movies or the cinemas or the glamour world, in case it can be modeling also, the people who work there, it's just like, see, let me break it down in a very simple manner. In a class full of, let us take a class full of 8th standard students, and the people who are in that class will respect, or um, the person or the child who is studying well, who is excelling in everything that he does, who is good at sports, who is good at studies, who is good at communication, who is good at presenting himself, who is good at marketing himself, who is good at speeches, who is good at extracurricular activities, who is good with his character, good with his attitude, is always been praised. He's always been commemorated with. But the thing is, why is it such a large importance being given to this industry, I'm not quite sure, but I certainly believe that I have to, because this is mostly a talk with me. So certainly the most important thing is pursuit of excellence in everything that I do is the most important thing, and to be shining anywhere, any industry that you go, be it IT or be it the modeling industry or anywhere in the teaching field, in the YouTube, in anything. If you're putting your well, if you're good at marketing, see, let us take or make a note of how many things that we have to be good at to outshine, or to be a person who is commanding the attention. The first thing is he has to know the process, he has to know the work. Without knowing the work, you cannot fake it. The word "fake it till you make it" is kind of okay until and unless you um, are going there for just one time, or just visiting there for a month or two, or we can extend it till six. But after that, you have to know the work, you have to know how the basic things work, how the fundamentals of that industry work. And the second thing is, do you have a good character, do you have a giving nature, do you have a respect towards everyone with whom you work with. And the third thing is you have to have the ambition to always think out of the box, to not limit yourself only to be in that 8th class. You have to also be reading or practicing something that is pulling you out from that 8th class, and pushing you to the ninth without very very easily. That's what you have to do. And presentation is the most important thing. Presenting yourself in a good way is always good. Grooming yourself is always good. I'm not against grooming things. I love grooming, but we should not be attaching ourselves to only and only the things that are glamorized, or that are materialistically shiny, glittery. Those things attract eyes, as the light that falls on our face attracts me. That's the only see, the love that I am having towards this light, towards the camera, is huge, is humongous. But the thing is, I should not be only concentrating myself onto doing this, because life is as practical as it is. I'm saying it again. Life is as practical as it sounds, as I don't want to use the word difficult, as smooth as it is. The only thing is, you have to be good at whatever you're doing, and the only way that you can do good at whatever you're doing is you have to be capable of doing multiple things at the same time, and then giving your concentration, focusing your concentration at the same time. So what was happening is, because as I have come to a certain point where the thoughts that were disturbing me a few weeks back are not disturbing me these days. The feelings that I used to get are not being encouraged or being raised in my body now. It feels like a normal thing now, and the only thing that I want to focus on is pursuit of excellence in anything that we do. And look at the things, because I have been I can't be using the word brainwashed, but the suitable word would be influenced, much more influenced by the word called glamour, or a shiny, glittery Bollywood is just because the way that they show. I'm a human at the end of the day. The body is going to react how I treat it. So if I don't do exercise, the body is definitely going to fall down. It's going to become ill. The immunity power will be reduced. See, if you don't use a device for a longer time, the capacity of the device is wasted. The potential that the device has is totally wasted. If I don't use cloud today, the potential of the cloud AI is totally wasted. If I still be going ahead and creating the presentations in the PowerPoint and not generating it from the cloud, it's such a waste of time. But the most important thing is, we have to um, earn money, live a luxurious life is very important. Luxury in the sense, you have to have three times of food, the right carbs should be entered into your body, the right protein should be entered into your body, the good skincare is essential, having a shelter is essential, having lots and lots of internet to produce or to share your idea is also important, having a good camera, good lighting is also essential things. But I'm so sorry, I got diverted from the topic. But the thing is, but the most important thing that I wanted to say is, uh, don't fall into this propaganda. um, these they are just the industry, they are doing their work, they are performing best. See, in the same industry there are thousand hundred of thousands of people who are working, who are every day giving their best to reach a certain point. But what the point, what is the main point is, I think, I certainly think that is kind of theoretically and practically applicable for them, is because they are limiting themselves into the box. See, this India is not just, we are not just for India. um, the social work, the philanthropical work that you have to do, the causes that you have to stand for are much more bigger, much more wider, and much more useful in the sense for the generations, the legacy that we are going to leave behind. I totally understand. I am convinced by this line that personality is the most important thing. The way that you energize, the way that you radiate your energy is the most important thing. And to increase the energy that you have to be isolated. You have to be giving yourself the time to recharge. You have to be willing to sacrifice, or you have to be willing to put the efforts that you want to build a foundation. Without foundation there's nothing. And getting yourself into the indulgence of scrolling is a bigger, scarier thing that I can imagine, and how it feels. But the thing is, when you know your work, you have to do your work. You have to get up, get your ass up, work out, do those things, and then finish it with the excellence. Finish it in a certain way that even for the entire generation, right, even after 10 or 15 years, that the thing that you have produced should be relevant, should be much more useful for the people. Everything is about useful, how much you want the people to use you. I want people, or my ideas to be used, or my teachings to be used by many of the people, many of the people. But the thing is, for that I have to reach a stage. And if you know your points, if you know your goals, if you know how you want, or what are the steps that you have to follow, then following the steps is the most crucial thing. And urgency is required, because um, age is increasing every single day. You're not going to be younger. Your voice is going to change. Your ideas, your situations, the people around you, the situations, the places that you will be living are definitely going to be changed. But the most important thing is the see, I was watching this show, right, and I love the fact that even gods, they teach us that even with being in um, what we called a family situation, or we can say it as a samsaric dharm, you can still be maintaining yourself, your individuality, your you can still achieve your goals. You can still go get there and achieve the things that you always wanted to achieve. The only thing is, you have to have the excellent mind. And just go out there, learn. Everything will come all apart, everything will fall apart as it should be, and it is definitely how it works, I think so. And never forget, never to forget that it's all at the end of the day is only for Kukeshri Subramania Swami. uh, this is what I want to conclude, and I also want everybody who are watching this video to pray for Kukeshri Subramania Swami. This is the propaganda that I want to spread to the world, because the benefits that you'll be getting, you'll be astonished by the way you will be loved. And I want everybody to have the experience. But the thing is, it's not just for me, because if I'm doing this video for my grandkids, if hey grandkids, if you're watching this video, um, say with me Jai Shri Kuke Subramania Swami right now. That's what you have to do, and that's what I want to do till I die, till the last minute of my life. I want to dedicate. And yes, that is what you have to do. But the most important thing is, don't scroll, Ritik. This is for Ritik. This is not for you grandkids. I don't know what generation you will be born in, what are the technologies that you will be having, and how difficult it would be for you. But certainly speaking, to be very honest with you, the generation that I am in, the 26th year Ritik that this person is living, is hugely bombarded with the advantages of life. And that's the reason why boredom feels kind of boredom was not even a thing in our ancestor days. We know that, right? Mobility was the only thing. They used to travel, they used to hunt, they used to walk every day for their food, and that is how they have led their life. The ancestors that I'm talking about is not for 400 500. I'm talking about the thousand BCs ago, when human was just migrating himself from the forest to a city, becoming a society. How this advertising has happened, how people have influence on others. That's what I wanted to talk about. And yes, I think I have spoken a lot. I think I have spoken very fast today. I don't know why I spoke so fast. I'll slow down. I'll slow down the words, but I was just happy because I'm finally sitting in front of a camera talking to myself. This is because this is what I love. This is what I want to do every single time, and because I love it, the affection is being showing faster and faster with my words. So I'm really grateful for the people who are watching this video. I really want I really want to appreciate you and thank you for the time, patience, and the energy that you have invested in me. Thank you so much for watching this video. And yes, do like, share, and subscribe. That would also give me a sense of accomplishment. Even one single subscribe gives me a sense of accomplishment for the day that I have spent. And the love towards me, towards the camera, the love that I shared towards the camera is also kind of fulfills its meaning. So that's all for today. Signing off, and until we meet for the next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day ahead.